my name is Samantha and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making a Barbie inspired pillow. Let's get into it. I don't know about you, but I've been seeing a ton of Barbie inspired content and I've seen the trailer a bunch of times. I was not super into Barbie as a kid, but I did have a couple Barbies, so I do think it's really cool. I've loved the trailers and it's very interesting. I know that we're learning a little bit more by more each time a new trailer comes out. The newest one I saw was she had to pick between like knowing real world, which was like picking a Birkenstock, and living in Barbie land, which was like wearing a high heel slipper and oh my gosh, her feet are touching the ground. She's not wearing heels. So I don't know. It should be really funny. I probably won't see it in the movies. I'm not a big movie theater person. I would rather just watch it for free at home, but that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That being said, we are doing an all pink pillow to, represent Barbie. I didn't even think I had 6 pink fabrics to be able to do this project, but I went ahead and looked at my stash and I found these fabrics. They're actually all from the same haul. I'll have that haul linked down below. So what I did is I found this video on the internet and I watched it a couple times and I don't know, it just caught my attention. I thought it was really cool. Now it is in a completely different language and it's in centimeters. So I looked through all my rulers. This is the only ruler that I had, which was in centimeters, and the strips needed to be 6 centimeters wide. Well, this only goes to 4, maybe 5 if you count the outside edge. So this did not work. I switched it, converted, that's the word. I converted it into inches and it's 2.36 inches by 47.24. So 47.24 is longer than width of fabric, but I'm pretty sure this pattern will work as long as your strips are all consistent. So what I did is I cut them 2 1/4 and I just with a fabric. I have 3 darks and 3 lights. So my plan is to just, interchange them. And I am going to sew these 6 panels or 6 strips together. That's step 1, and then iron them out. So let me get this first step done and we will move on to the next step. There we go. We've got all 6 pieces of fabric sewn together. The next step I need to do is to iron all of the seams facing one direction. Now, something that I want to mention I think is really cool is I love that this tutorial is not even in English, it's not in inches, and yet I am still going to be able to recreate something that someone else did. And I think that is so cool about sewing. I love that it doesn't matter what language you speak, you can still share sewing with other sewing friends online. That being said, like this is not exactly the same because I did do conversions and this is not 47 inches long, I don't believe. And also, I don't even know what the seam allowance is supposed to be because it doesn't say that in the video. I'm just doing 1/4 inch because that's what I normally do. I'm going to iron this and trim it up on both sides. You can see on this end, not all the fabrics are made equal, or maybe they shrunk when I washed them. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We are going to trim this up. Also, we have one directional print. I don't think this is a good pattern for directional print, but we do have one in there. It's the Eiffel Tower. So we'll see how that turns out come the end of this project because all of the fabrics are going to be facing different ways. I think this is definitely a project that you need to use non-directional prints, but we'll see what happens. We've got the strips sewn together. They're ironed, pressed in one direction. The next step is to cut this into 2 equal parts. I did not do the greatest job ironing. I should have pressed it, not ironed, so they are a little wiggly. Hopefully that doesn't mess this up too much, but cut this in half and on to the next step. The next step is shown as folding them wrong sides together and sew one section up here, but then if you see in the next clip, it actually looks like they sewed them right sides together. On both pieces of fabric, we're going to sew along this edge right here and then turn it right side out because that's what it looks like. It doesn't look like they sewed it wrong sides together. So I'm gonna sew it this way. Here we go, both pieces sewn along this interior edge, and then you turn it like this and then flip it right side out, which is hard to do with one hand, but I did it on this one. Now, I don't know if I messed up, but this is not equal on this side. So I don't know what I did wrong. And then let me reference the video and we'll see what the next step is. I did fold it as a square at first and trimmed off this excess edge, Let's see if this makes it a better fold. It's still off by a bit. I'm not sure if I did something wrong up to this point, but this is good that it's really straight. So I'm going to fold this guy into a square and do the same thing real quick. Okay, we are almost done. So I watched the video again. She put the two corners like this, flipped the one over, and she did have that gap like I do. So now it's to sew these two pieces together. I'm thinking I should turn one of these inside out, inside the other one, and then leave a gap. Again, it's not a really detailed video, but I think that's how we would get this matchup. Let's give it a go. Here's what it looks like. So I have them right sides together. I'm going to pin it all the way around. So see, the straight, the vertical pieces are with the horizontal and the horizontal with the vertical. And so I'm going to sew around and leave a gap. I think that's how she did this part. And then we're going to turn it right side out, poke out the corners. I think that's how we do this part. I am not sure if I did this right or not because there's no instructions on this part of the video, but this side matched up great. And then this side did not. I don't know if that's from trimming. I don't know if that's from cutting. I don't know if that is from my ironing skills, but I'm just going to try and make it consistent along this edge as this edge does match up. Hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens. Here's what it's looking like. I ended up doing a little pucker right here on one of the vertical seams. Hopefully that will cover up like the excess fabric that's happening. But my plan is to leave a gap on this part that actually matches up nicely. So I'm gonna sew it all the way around, leave an opening, and we'll turn it right side out and see what happens. Here we go, it's all sewn together. We do have all of this excess fabric on one side. I don't know if that's supposed to be the case. There weren't a ton of instructions on this project. Where did I leave the opening? Ah, I left the opening right here. Let's turn it right side out, see if this turned out. I am going to have this pillow, just the pillow, it's not going to be stuffed, and you'll need to fill it and hand sew it shut or just leave the opening open. You won't be able to use an insert, it does need to be stuffed. But if you're interested in this pillow, I'm going to have it listed on my Etsy. The link will be down below. I'm gonna start doing that for my videos, like the projects that I make, I will sell them on my Etsy. If you guys are interested, please purchase them. You are the inspiration. I want you to have them. Purchasing from my Etsy is a way that you can help support me other than subscribing and commenting and viewing and liking. So if you would like to show some extra support, I will have my Etsy link down below. Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't think I did a perfect job. But, oh my goodness, this corner is a mess. This corner is not perfect. Okay. I don't know what I did right and wrong, but oh my gosh, that is so cool. I think it'd be really cool to do this with, you know, a more dramatic light and dark, maybe not all in the same color palette, like maybe a white or a black as the lighter dark. Here is the opening. I left it this space wide. Here's the front. That is so cool. This corner up here is definitely jacked up. It is not perfect by any means because I had that extra fabric and I did not know how to fix it. So it's not perfect, but I will have my Etsy shop listed down below if you do want to purchase it. I think I'm going to list it for like $5, maybe $5 or $6. And I will be able to mail it pretty flat because it won't be stuffed. So that should keep the shipping costs low. But this project is so cool. Let me know if you guys want to see this project again with a different color palette. We'll give it another shot. Maybe I'll do a better job. Also, the directional print. I think that it actually looks fine. It went around this way. You can barely see it on the top or the bottom, which I can't really comprehend that. So how is it barely shown? Oh, because one stripe is right here. My brain. This pattern is a bit trippy, but I think it's really cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think this is Barbie inspired or not? And are you looking to go see the new Barbie movie? Also, are you interested in purchasing this pillow? I will have the link listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and have a wonderful day.